Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to Nerd Out Gaming. Today I'm going to go over two classes that I've played so far in Tera Online. The Slayer, which I'm playing right now, and the Sorcerer, which comes up a little bit later in the video. And just going to do a little bit of commentary with the video to help better explain what's going on here. And basically I'm fighting a mob a couple levels higher than me. And as you can see here, you actually have to aim where you're swinging the sword. And when the mob does like a special attack, you actually need to dodge the attack. You can't just stand there and hope your parry or dodge or whatever kicks in. There's actually a button that I have. The right mouse click actually is set to that leap ability you just saw there, where you can either leap out of the way, left or right, or you can get behind the opponent and attack from behind, which I can see could be very useful for PvP. But that's me killing a higher level monster. Some of these other ones are quite a bit easier to kill, but yeah. And also another thing I wanted to touch on is that AoE in this game, it's usually not an ability that you cast. It's just usually where your ability hits on the ground. So if there's like multiple targets clumped together and you use a sword ability, you're probably going to hit all of them with that ability. Now, I'm not sure if it hits the same targets for the same damage or whatever, but you know, that's how the basic mechanic works. So as you can see, I just leveled up there, and yeah, I like the Slayer class, but my real favorite is the Sorcerer that I'm playing, and you're going to see that in a minute. And I find the mechanics of having to aim just works a little better with the Sorcerer, in my opinion at least. You're able to, it feels very fluid. Okay, so here is my other character, which is a Sorcerer. So I pull this first mob here, and as you see, you don't have an auto attack or anything like that. The left mouse button casts a fireball ability, and you also have a couple other abilities like a catapult style larger attack, which is pretty cool, but the enemy has to be in that radius where you launch it. So that ability is, even though you aim it, you still have to be like away from the enemy in order to hit them. Right here you can see I'm kiting a mob. I have a couple abilities, one where I can drop some fire on the ground, and that works really good for AoE. So I leveled up right there. Just picking up a few items on the ground as I go. So this is a node, like a mining node. And so the first time I attempted to harvest it, I failed. So you have to try a couple times sometimes. But what's nice is you don't have to actually train for a harvesting skill. Everyone starts with some or all of them. And I've noticed you're able to just pick up stuff as you go. I got hit a couple times at the end, but you can take a couple hits from these guys. They don't hit very hard. I really like the mechanic of being able to aim like where you're firing. I think that's something you know, that would be great in a PvP situation. I don't think a caster should be able to just like lock onto their target and just free cast, because it makes it pretty easy for them, you know, whereas a melee it gets a severe disadvantage in my opinion, because they actually need to be on the target to do any damage. But yeah, having to aim actually is a very cool mechanic. it works out good, and they implemented it very well in this game. So here I do a little AoE pull. You can see the AoE ground effect does a lot of damage. It doesn't last for very long on the ground, but it does a lot of damage for that duration if you can land it. So yeah, I'm basically just running around doing a couple quests right now. You know, I wanted to record some footage of me playing this character, just because it just seems so unique and different than any MMO I've played so far. And as you guys know, people that have been watching the channel, I like to play lots of games, and I do that because I'm always looking for something better, you know. And that's the main reason I've been doing that. This might be a game that I play for a while, you know. Since WoW, I really haven't found a game that has been able to really hold my interest, and you know, that felt good enough to actually want to play. So I'm hoping this will do that. But I really like the art style of this game. It's really unique, and it's got its own feel to it, its own character. You know, it's not a clone. It may take things from other games, but it's definitely not a clone or a you know, anything like anything I've seen so far. So here I pull a couple mobs at once just to show you guys that you can do it. And later I actually, I think it was about level 7, I went into a quite a bit higher zone and actually did fairly fine in there. I think I was fighting level 9 and 10 mobs. So if you want, you can move ahead of the quest areas and just farm XP that way. But quests give a lot of XP as well, so. The gameplay, the style is very addicting. It's very fun, and it's each pull is different. You're not able to just turn your head away and like spam a button, you know, for your rotation. It's you know, requires you to pay attention, to aim, and you know, dodge abilities. Some of these guys will knock you down or stun you if you get hit by them. As you can see there, I get knocked down. And you know, if they get enough of those off, you could die. So So if you're looking for something different, you know, and you're sick of the MMOs that are out right now, if you're a fan of anime or comic books or anything like that, this is definitely a game worth trying out. I found the ease of play in terms of jumping into the game is probably one of the best games so far I've seen. You know, there's a prologue zone that you go through, and you have to complete it once, and it teaches you like the basics if you've never played an MMO. And then once you're through there, you can skip that area the next time, so you don't have to go there. But you know, they do a really good job of getting you started. And you know, as you can see, I've only been playing a day here, and I'm, you know, doing really well. I don't think I've died yet in this game. I haven't really done any PvP or anything yet. This is a PvP heavy game later on, but for now I haven't done any. I heard there was like guild versus guild battles where you can actually challenge another guild to a battle or just be at war with a different guild. I don't think there's two factions in this game. I believe it's pretty much just guild battles, but I could be wrong. Don't hold me to that. Like I said, I don't know much as of yet. I just started playing, but you know, appreciate you guys watching the video. If you have any questions or comments, leave them below, and stay tuned for more Tera footage in the future. Peace out, guys.